Imagine this, you feel that first dreaded tickle in your throat. Maybe a little shiver runs through you, even though the room isn't cold. Your nose starts feeling stuffy, or perhaps a dull headache begins to bloom behind your eyes. That familiar feeling, a cold is coming on. Before you reach for the medicine cabinet, picture something much simpler sitting in your kitchen, a knobby, beige root called fresh ginger. Now, the idea of actually chewing a piece of this spicy root might sound intense, maybe even a little strange. But this powerful practice, used for centuries in traditional medicine across Asia and beyond, might be one of the most effective natural first lines of defense against those annoying cold symptoms. It's not about magically curing the cold virus instantly, it's about giving your body powerful tools to fight back, soothe the misery, and help you feel better faster. Think of it as sending in a targeted relief squad right where you need it most, your mouth, your throat, your sinuses. So, why chewing? Why not just drink ginger tea? While ginger tea is fantastic, and we'll get to that, chewing a small piece of fresh ginger offers unique, concentrated benefits, especially right at the start of a cold. When you chew fresh ginger, you're releasing its potent juices directly into your mouth and throat. This immediate, localized contact is like applying a healing balm straight to the source of the irritation. The intense flavor and sensation aren't just for show, they signal that powerful compounds are getting to work instantly. As you chew, the juices coat your throat, the aromatic compounds hit your sinuses, and the active ingredients start being absorbed through the lining of your mouth, getting into your system quickly. It's a direct delivery system, bypassing the need for digestion to start bringing relief. This immediacy is crucial when you feel that first scratch or congestion setting in. The real magic of ginger lies in its incredible array of natural chemicals, primarily compounds called gingerols and showgales. Think of these as ginger's superpowered defenders. Gingerols are abundant in fresh ginger and are responsible for that distinctive spicy, pungent kick. When ginger is dried or cooked, some gingerols transform into showgales, which are even sharper and more potent. These compounds are the key to ginger's famous anti-inflammatory power. Inflammation is your body's natural response to the cold virus. It sends extra blood flow and immune cells to fight the invader. But this process also causes the swelling, redness, and pain you feel, the sore, scratchy throat, the swollen sinuses that make your nose stuffy and your head ache. Gingerols and showgales work like tiny firefighters inside your tissues. They help block the production of inflammatory chemicals in your body, molecules with complicated names like prostaglandins and leukotrienes. By calming this inflammatory response, ginger directly tackles the root cause of much of your discomfort. Chewing it fresh delivers a concentrated dose of these firefighters right to the inflamed areas in your throat and nasal passages, helping to reduce that swelling and soreness faster. That intense heat you feel when you chew ginger? That's not just sensation, it's a powerful therapeutic effect in action. Ginger is a potent diaphoretic. This fancy word simply means it encourages your body to warm up from the inside and promote sweating. When you have a cold, especially if you feel chilly or achy, this warming effect is incredibly comforting. It helps chase away that internal chill, relaxes tense muscles, easing those body aches, and can make you feel more comfortable overall. This warmth also acts as a natural decongestant for your stuffy nose and sinuses. As the heat from the ginger rises, it stimulates the mucous membranes in your nasal passages and sinuses. Think of it like gently steaming your face from the inside. This stimulation helps loosen thick, sticky mucus that's clogging you up. Once the mucus is thinner and looser, it's much easier for your body to drain it out. You might feel your nose start to run slightly after chewing ginger. That's actually a good sign. It means the congestion is breaking up and starting to clear. Chewing brings this heat and decongesting effect quickly and directly. Is your cold making you cough? Ginger can be a huge help here too, acting as a natural expectorant. When you have a chesty cough, it's often because mucus is stuck down in your airways. Your body coughs to try and get it out, but it can be exhausting and unproductive. Ginger helps thin out that thick, stubborn mucus. By making the mucus less sticky and viscous, ginger makes it easier for your lungs and airways to move it upwards. This means when you do cough, it's more likely to be productive, actually bringing up the phlegm so you can get rid of it and clear your airways. Chewing ginger allows its compounds to work directly on the throat and the upper airways, helping to soothe the irritation that triggers coughing while also helping to loosen that mucus. It tackles both the urge to cough and the reason behind it. Feeling queasy or like your stomach is unsettled? Nausea is a surprisingly common companion to the common cold. The virus itself can irritate your stomach. Post-nasal drip, mucus running down the back of your throat, can trigger your gag reflex, or the general misery can just make you feel off. Ginger is world-renowned as a natural remedy for nausea and upset stomach. Its compounds, especially gingerols, work directly on your digestive system. They help speed up the emptying of your stomach, so food and stomach acid don't sit around causing discomfort, block certain receptors in the gut that trigger nausea signals to the brain, and soothe inflammation in the digestive tract. Chewing a small piece of fresh ginger delivers these soothing compounds rapidly. The strong flavor itself can sometimes override nausea signals. So, if your cold is making you feel sick to your stomach, chewing ginger can provide quick, targeted relief for that specific symptom. Here's something really exciting. Ginger might actually help your body fight the cold virus itself. While it's not an antiviral drug, research suggests ginger possesses antiviral properties. Studies in labs, test tubes and cell cultures have shown that ginger extracts can inhibit the replication of some common cold viruses, particularly certain strains of rhinovirus. It seems to work by making it harder for the virus to attach to your cells and by interfering with its ability to copy itself once it gets inside. Ginger also boosts your body's own immune response. It can increase the activity of certain immune cells, like natural killer cells, which are like your body's special forces hunting down infected cells. Plus, its powerful antioxidants. Ginger contains compounds like gingerol that are potent antioxidants, help protect your cells from damage caused by the virus and the inflammation it creates. While chewing ginger won't instantly zap the virus, it provides a supportive environment that makes it harder for the virus to thrive and helps your immune system do its job more effectively. It's like giving your internal defenses extra ammunition and repairing the battlefield at the same time. So, how do you actually do this? It's simple, but technique matters. First, choose a piece of fresh, plump ginger root. Look for smooth skin, firm flesh, it shouldn't be soft or wrinkled, and a strong, spicy aroma. Give it a good scrub under cool water to remove any dirt. You can even use a soft brush. You don't need to peel it. A lot of the good stuff is just under the skin, and peeling can remove some beneficial compounds. Just wash it well. Now, cut off a small piece, about the size of your thumbnail or roughly half an inch long. This is enough. You don't need a huge chunk. Slice this piece thinly. Aim for 2 to 3 very thin slices. Thinner slices are easier to chew and release the juices more effectively. Pop one slice into your mouth and start chewing slowly. Don't just chomp down and swallow. Really masticate it, crushing it thoroughly to release all the potent juices and oils. Let those juices swirl around your mouth, coating your tongue, teeth, gums, and especially the back of your throat where that scratchiness often starts. It will be spicy. It might make your tongue tingle or even feel a little numb. That's the gingerols at work. Hold the chewed pulp in your mouth for a little while, maybe 15 to 30 seconds, letting the juices do their thing. Then, you can choose to swallow the pulp or spit it out. Swallowing it allows the compounds to continue working down your throat and into your stomach, which is great for nausea or overall systemic effects. Spitting it out is fine if the intensity is too much or you don't like the texture. Repeat with the next slice. Aim to do this 3 to 4 times a day, especially at the very first sign of symptoms, or whenever symptoms feel particularly bothersome, like when your throat is super sore, your nose is completely blocked, or nausea hits. Let's talk about that intensity. Yes, chewing raw ginger is strong. It's spicy, pungent, and can feel quite fiery, especially if you're not used to it. This intensity is actually a sign of its potency. Those powerful gingerols are doing their job. But it doesn't have to be torture. If the pure heat is overwhelming, you have options. Right after chewing the slice, and spitting or swallowing the pulp, you can take a small sip of cool water. This can help soothe the immediate burn without washing away all the beneficial juices coating your throat. Another fantastic option is to chase it with a teaspoon of raw honey. Honey is incredibly soothing for a sore throat, has its own antimicrobial properties, and its sweetness perfectly balances the sharp heat of the ginger. It's a classic and effective combination. You can also try chewing a smaller slice or cutting it even thinner to reduce the initial impact. The key is persistence. The more you do it, the more accustomed you become to the sensation, and the more you appreciate the powerful relief that follows. While chewing fresh ginger is powerful, it's part of a bigger picture for cold care. Think of it as your frontline, fast-acting symptom reliever. To support your body fully, combine it with other essential strategies. Hydration is absolutely crucial. Drink plenty of fluids, water, herbal teas. Ginger tea later in the day is great, clear broths. Fluids help thin mucus, keep your throat moist, prevent dehydration from fever or sweating, and help your body flush out toxins. Rest is non-negotiable. Your body needs energy to fight the virus. Give it permission to slow down. Sleep, nap, relax. Pushing through a cold often makes it last longer. Support your immune system with nutrient-rich foods. Think warm soups packed with vegetables, fruits rich in vitamin C, like oranges, berries, kiwi, garlic, onions, and bone broth. Avoid sugary foods and drinks, as sugar can temporarily suppress your immune system. Using a humidifier in your room can add moisture to dry air, making it easier to breathe and helping to loosen congestion. Chewing ginger works brilliantly alongside these supportive measures, amplifying your overall recovery efforts. It's important to know that while generally very safe, chewing fresh ginger isn't for absolutely everyone in every situation. Because ginger is quite potent and can affect blood flow and digestion, there are a few things to keep in mind. If you have a history of heartburn, acid reflux, GERD, or stomach ulcers, the strong compounds in raw ginger might irritate your stomach lining and worsen symptoms. Start with a tiny piece or skip chewing and opt for milder ginger tea instead. Ginger can have mild blood-thinning effects. If you take prescription blood thinners like warfarin, Coumadin, or have a bleeding disorder, talk to your doctor before regularly chewing large amounts of fresh ginger. While ginger is often recommended for morning sickness in pregnancy, consuming large medicinal amounts, like chewing significant pieces frequently, isn't typically advised without consulting your doctor or midwife, especially in the later stages. Stick to culinary amounts or ginger tea unless given the green light. If you have gallstones, ginger can potentially stimulate bile production, which might cause discomfort. Check with your doctor. Young children might find the intense heat of raw ginger too strong and unpleasant. For them, milder ginger tea sweetened with honey is usually a better option. As always, listen to your body. If chewing ginger causes significant discomfort beyond the initial spicy sensation, stop. And remember, while ginger is fantastic for symptom relief, if your cold symptoms are severe, last more than 10 to 14 days, involve very high fever, significant shortness of breath, or chest pain, see a doctor. Ginger complements care. It doesn't replace professional medical evaluation when needed. The beauty of using fresh ginger for a cold lies in its simplicity, accessibility, and the immediacy of its effects. Unlike waiting for a pill to dissolve and work its way through your system, chewing ginger brings relief almost instantly to your mouth and throat. You feel that heat spreading, the tingle waking up your sinuses, the soothing coating on your raw throat. The warmth starts to build, chasing away the chills. You might feel your nose begin to run slightly as congestion starts to loosen. That persistent tickle in your throat might quiet down. The intense spiciness, while initially bracing, becomes a signal that powerful relief is on its way. It's a natural approach rooted in centuries of traditional wisdom, now backed by science understanding its anti-inflammatory, warming, decongestant, expectorant, and immune-supportive properties. It puts you back in control, offering a potent tool you can use right at home with an ingredient you likely already have. So, the next time that familiar tickle starts in your throat or the sniffles begin, don't just resign yourself to misery. Head to your kitchen, grab that knobby ginger root. Give it a good wash, slice off a thin piece about the size of your thumbnail, and pop it in your mouth. Chew it slowly and deliberately, releasing those powerful juices. Feel the heat, the intensity, know that it's the signal of powerful natural medicine getting straight to work. Coat your throat, let the aroma clear your sinuses, feel the warmth spread through you. Spit it out or swallow it, maybe chase it with a spoonful of soothing honey. Repeat a few times throughout the day. Combine it with rest, fluids, and good nourishment. Feel the difference as your body, supported by this ancient root, fights back against the cold, easing your symptoms and helping you find comfort while you heal. It's a simple, powerful, and surprisingly effective way to take charge of your cold misery, one spicy chew at a time. Give it a try. Your sore throat and stuffy nose will thank you.